Let's face it, finding the right career for me is really tough. How can I know my own strengths and reflect my
Welcome back to the St. Clair College Sportsplex for Game 2 of our doubleheader here. It's OCAA men's basketball action as the U of TM Eagles take on the St. Clair Saints. Aaron Sanders and Kyle Rose back with you once again. Kyle, you know, despite the Eagles' record of being 0-10, there's a lot of potential for these guys. Once again, it's their first year, but once again, they show a lot of promise.
And as you said, you know, their first year, 0-10, but I would rather not look at the record, as you said. The ball is round. And basketball is a game of chance. You know, if they go out there and play good defense, if they go out there and do their offensive sets, they'll be just fine.
And the Saints have been dealing with a lot of fits as of lately after a tough loss against the Mohawk Mountaineers last night. They really need to get on the winning things soon and quick. So how do they do that?
Honestly, I think it's just the momentum and thinking about it in their head. If they come in with the confidence, knowing that they're ready to play, I mean, things are going to be all right. It's all about what starts with inside them. And they're looking forward to having a good game tonight.
And we're going to see how all of that unfolds when we have tip-off in just a matter of moments. It's the Eagles and the Saints coming up right here on WeTV.
Windsor started a tradition way back of giving us great barbecue north of the border, and you can taste that tradition when you come to Tommy's Barbecue. Dive into Tommy's rotisserie-style ribs and chicken, along with the crinkle-cut fries, coleslaw, and the original hot and sweet sauces. Plus all those amazing desserts like Black Forest cake and strawberry cheesecake. Taste the tradition and so much more at Tommy's Barbecue, 999 Erie Street East. See you there, Windsor.
The job market has changed, and I have to adapt. I'm not just getting theory, I'm getting skills. A degree isn't necessarily a pathway to their career. Being industry ready is. I choose to take control of my future, and my path is St. Clair College. I choose to be here.
Did you know that the most severe injuries in our region are motor vehicle crashes? 65% of road fatalities last year were directly the result of distracted driving. 90% of injuries arriving in our emergency rooms are preventable. Our message to you this summer is, put down the phone. Just drive. Let's work together to keep our trauma stretchers empty.
And welcome back to the St. Clair College Sportsplex OCAA men's basketball action as the UTM Eagles play against the St. Clair Saints. And Kyle, like we said in the pre-open, right now, this is a team that you cannot sleep on. This team will not lullaby you to sleep because the Eagles got a lot of potential. I mean, look at how big these fellas are.
Definitely, and just because it's their first year, that's probably the only reason why their record is the way it is. It takes time to gel. Players are coming from all over, and it's their first time. Of course, it's going to take some time, but, you know, it won't be long.
And now Coach Ricardo Tate of the Saints want to get back to winning ways after a heartbreaker last night against the Mohawk Mountaineers. Jermaine Lynch missed a three to tie the game up at the buzzer, so now things want to look well for them. TJ Howard we see in the lineup replacing Andreas Bravo. He's in the lineup as well, but TJ has been playing surmountably well at the beginning of this season, and we are underway here at the Sportsplex.
Definitely. Now UTM starting off now, winning that tip.
The Eagles looking for their first win. Khan gives the ball over to Quanti.
Now, Aaron, as I said, I was looking forward to this game all season. Being from the Toronto area, I want to see what these guys can bring.
Wraparound pass thwarted by the Saints, and now they're on the move. Lynch over to Lara Caston. Open three. Got it.
Got it. Early 3-0 lead for the Saints.
It doesn't get any smoother than that three. They draw first blood, 3-0. Eagles looking to attack.
Now UTM, they're going to look to push the ball here and do everything they can to get into the Saints defense.
Alriani swings it right over. Three's no good. Lara Caston on the rebound. Here's Drummond. Swooping to the basket. 2 passes in. Jermaine Lynch for 3. Put her there.
Yeah. Early 6-0 lead for the Saints now.
They're showing no mercy on the defensive end. It's 6-0.
Mississauga going in.
And
Oh, that could have been
block.
a foul. No call, though, by the refs.
And a teardrop is good by Zaman Khan.
Yep.
So Zaman Khan puts the Eagles on the board.
Yeah.
And they really go into this game. Larry Caston on the drive. Looks for Howard. Pops it up. Fires it. No good.
Howard misses that one now, but he gets the rebound. He
Howard
shoots it again.
Outside for 3. No good. Rebound by Kazongo. Kazongo down the court. He has a good entry pass inside to Falaber, and he'll get fouled.
Now, UTM, I should say, actually got away with one. It looked like it could have been a foul or a travel there, but refs didn't call it that way.
It was seen right there, the replay taking contact. So John Falaber, and all these players are first-year players here. 6'7" fella. He plays center from Mississauga.
Nice.
Their head coach is Nkosi Adams. So a lot of these people who represent the Eagles trying to find their way.
Yep, and hometown products, as you said.
Absolutely.
Similar to the women.
Baseball pass thwarted away by Khan. Driving down the lane with the teardrop. No good. Howard with the rebound. Howard trying to fight for the ball. A whistle on the play.
Yep. Now, Aaron, I had an opportunity to talk to Jermaine Lynch before the game, just before we came in with this men's action at 4 o'clock, and he said, you know what, even though they're 0-10, he's not taking them lightly. So what that means to me is that the Saints don't take anything for granted. They just want to get up this victory today.
And that's one of the reasons why they've been playing so aggressively on defense. As we see that replay, now we go back to live action.
Yep.
Jermaine Lynch with the ball. Trying to break through the press, and they do. Howard passes the timeline.
Now Jermaine's their point general on this floor. He's going to have the ball in his hand most times.
He has that nice flow with his three-point jumpers too, so if he gets that going, then the Saints might equal their adrenaline there too.
Definitely. A turnover there, unfortunately, for the Saints. Out of bounds as he stepped out.
Khan with the inbounds pass. Just under 2 minutes into this game. A good drive, but a foul.
Yep.
Jonathan Kazgongo. Kazgongo, 6'2" guard from Brampton.
Yep. Brampton, a little closer to Mississauga, right on the outskirts.
Gil Atencio coming in for the Saints. A fantastic job from him last night against Mohawk.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we seen him control his temper throughout the season.
Yep.
And that's one of the key issues of the game. If you don't control your temper, then the game will go out of reach for you.
Definitely. Well, Gil, as we all know, one of the more animated players for the Saints. He has great fire and great passion. Sometimes loses control, but when he has it going, it's good for the Saints.
And he's a good rebounder, too, inside, along with Glenn Willis-Paris, who we will see later on in the game.
Definitely.
Jermaine trying to break the double team. He does. Lara Caston goes to pass.
Yeah.
Gil can control the ball.
Out of bounds by the Saints. And now this is a 1-point game, Aaron, 5-6.
2 minutes, 20 seconds into this game. And now we see Kazongo with the ball.
Yeah.
Cross-court pass over to the Quanti. Good hook, but it's no good for Al-Hirani.
Now this UTM team, they're going to try and actually push the momentum here now. They have a pretty close game here, only down by 1. They want to make sure that the Saints don't pull away.
They're making a lasting good first impression, I'll tell you that right now. Atencio to the basket, misses the shot.
Yeah.
Here's the rebound. Here comes Al-Hirani. Inside to Kazongo, gets the foul.
Wow.
Good anticipation right there, but unfortunately too much body.
Oh yeah, definitely. And this is going to be a key to the game here for UTM. If they could get to the free throw line and foul out the big guys for the Saints like Gil and AJ and even Andreas when he comes in, it's going to be an issue for them.
So we have Jonathan Kazongo at the line. So once again, the Mississauga Eagles trying to get their foot wet in OCAA basketball action. This is their first year. They have a very successful track and field team last time I checked, and now into the game. We have Nick Bailey going down to the lane, scoops it up and in.
Nice layup by Nick right there, taking it right to the basket.
That ice cream scoop gives the Saints an 8-5 lead.
Oh, yeah.
And here comes full court pressure. Kazongo.
Now, again, even though the record is 0-10,
Khan trying to fight for it. Kazongo gets the ball back between 3 defenders. Back to Khan from the side. No good.
Just missed it off. I was saying, even though the record is 0-10, they still have good athletes on this team, Aaron. Just got to get it together.
We can see why. Here's Vaguely down at the side. Over to Tencio. Tencio drives down the lane. Loses control. Gets the ball back off the right hand and in. Jump hook.
Now you hear Coach Tate telling Gil to find his after scoring that bucket. Now it's defense time.
Here we go. Kazongo will now be the general. The pass inside to Quanti. Quanti one-on-one against Vaguely. Falls away. No good.
Yeah.
Gil with the read.
Now it's a five-point game. Saints are beginning to pull away a little bit. Oh.
Lynch drives through. Offensive foul.
Oh, yeah. See, when these players are running full pace like that, injuries are bound to happen. Now they got a little charge there. That was good. Nothing serious happened, but I felt the impact from here, Aaron.
Oh, Lynch was right in traffic between those two defenders, so luckily everybody's all right. Under 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. Here's Quanti, one-on-one against Caston now. Al Rehani trying to go for the footwork. Lynch almost got a piece of it. Al Rehani up and in.
Nice.
Good distance pass, cross court, taken away by Khan. And a whistle.
Coach Tate's looking to call a timeout now.
And he'll get the timeout. 10-7 is the score with 5:33 to go.
A little arguing there from the Saints now as they go to the bench. They got to get it together before this UTM team comes back.
Let's look at this again from one of the previous plays. You see the footwork applied by El Rahani. Jermaine almost got a piece of it there, right there, Kyle.
Oh, yeah. Just missed it, though, and he was able to get the scoop layup at the end. A little breakdown in defense there for the Saints.
Absolutely. Al Rehani getting that shot to go, and now the Saints, they find themselves in a position that they are unfortunately accustomed to. The ability of not getting back up on the D, and of course the kid isn't happy about that either, Kyle.
No, not looking like that at all. She looks like she doesn't want to be here. But the Saints will pick it up for her, just for her.
Well, for her, for sure. As we see Ricardo Tate talking to his team, many a times we have said during the telecast that this team has the tools to do it, but they haven't been able to pull out through the victories and fight strong through the second half.
Oh, yeah. And, you know, they have the talent to do so. They're just going to see, you know, what's going on and work with what's given on the floor.
3-point game, 10-7 in favor of the Saints. 5:33 to go in the opening quarter.
Now, Aaron, I know you were excited for this men's game to start. What are the keys you're looking for in this game?
If the Saints want to pull out a good victory against this Eagles squad, they need to calm things down. Let the X's and O's breathe. And you know what? If one of the Lynch brothers get a shot going, then you know that's going to open up a lot of confidence. Not from just beyond the arc, but inside too, because we've seen time and again that the inside game is the heart of the Saints offense. So if they're able to fire shots from close, mid, and long range, that's going to boost up their confidence.
Definitely.
Now earlier we talked about Andreas Bravo and how TJ Howard's filling into his place. So I talked to Ricardo Tate. He said, you know, he wants Andreas to get back into the game. He's been out of it for so long as the turnover has been applied by the Saints. So Andreas is on the bench right now. He'll come out soon. But TJ Howard has showed a lot of promise in his second year here. That's why he is starting.
Exactly, and that makes perfect sense on behalf of Coach Tate, because, you know, there's one thing to be in shape and then there's basketball shape. And you could be in the gym all the time, but if you're not playing, it's not the same thing once you step on the court. So coaching staff, of course, giving Andreas the time to work himself out.
An awkward, unorthodox finger roll by Nicholas El Rahani goes through, and the lead has now been cut to 1. Here's Lara Caston over to Glenn Willis Paris. We'll talk to him about a moment as he gets the shot to go. See, this is the ace in the hole for the St. Clair Saints. He needed somebody with that good vertical and the ability to box out, and this is the big fella to do it.
Oh, yeah, and he's a rookie as well, but he's playing like he's been in the OCAA for a few years now. So he has great confidence, and I'm looking forward to what he could do the rest of the season.
Quanti on the pull-up, no good. Fight for the ball, and it's recovered by Drummond.
Now Lynch brings up the ball.
Lynch over to Drummonds. Drummonds to Vaguely from the parking lot. No good.
Oh, that was a close shot. Right in and out here.
Oh, Khan with the behind the back. All by himself. No good. A quick rebound by Falaber. Doesn't work in their favor. And now we're going to check Alex Segan for the first time this afternoon.
Oh, yeah. Alex, of course, been on the team a few years now. Veteran for this Saints team. He knows what he's doing out there, looking to lead.
Segan's hard-nosed defense adds a lot more to the Saints' arsenal as he gets the ball.
Yeah.
Lynch gets fouled by Kazongo.
And Lynch actually fortunate there that he got fouled because we were pretty close to an 8-second count there. So that kind of bailed him out.
So that's only going to be the second team foul for the Eagles. The Saints immediately over the limit as Segan will guide the inbounds pass.
Yeah.
And Lynch will have it.
Now, I also had an opportunity, Aaron, to speak to Coach Adams before the game started, and I talked to him about being here in Windsor, taking on the Saints in his first season. He said, you know, he's been watching the Saints and their record, and he's looking forward to a great competition this evening.
Segan's three is no good, but Drummonds gets the rebound and draws the foul.
And that's what Coach Adams actually said. He was talking about the intensity and the effort of the Saints that he had to address with his team. So Lance Drummond just making a point of that.
Now, Nkosi Adams, this isn't the first time I've seen him because I seen him coach another team back in the day. So, you know what? Persistency is the key. And if this coach doesn't show that with his squad, I don't know who else will.
Definitely. He's a great coach, and he'll get this team together. His first season, he got the jitters out. By next season, I'm seeing these team doing big things.
14-9 is the score as Drummonds knocks down the free throws. Under 4 minutes to go. Quante. And now Khan has the ball. Back to Quante. Fires it. Got it.
Nice. 3-point shot now. Cut this deficit to 2.
And here's Drummonds pacing through. And the Saints under pressure. And Lynch with the hezzy inside to Willis Paris.
Nice.
Up and in.
Willis Paris probably wasn't expecting that pass, but it worked out.
Now if Willis Paris could get back on the other end immediately after the basket, they might have a fast-paced break going on here, like almost applied here. Falaber, one-on-one against Willis Paris. Tight ropes the sidelines, gets flustered. So does Kazongo. And here's El Rahani outside. Quante at the buzzer, but that was too late.
Pressure on UTM. Not able to get a shot off.
We're going to see Juwan Lynch and Ali Mansour come in for the Saints. And for the Eagles, Kyle Borman. He's going to get his first crack at the Saints this afternoon.
Oh, yeah. Now, Ali's a rookie for the Saints, but he's been doing great this season coming in as a backup point guard.
He's been the backup playmaker for the Saints. And he's been doing well so far.
Yep.
Segan. Mansour for 3. No good.
Just off. Lance gets the rebound, though.
Quick fight for the ball, and that's they call him splash there. And that's one of the reasons. And Nkosi Adams gets a timeout.
Oh, yeah.
18-12 is the score, and the Saints really have a lot of firepower in the front court. Ladies and gentlemen, join us on Facebook Live for our We Now telecast, where we interview the movers and shakers here in the Windsor-Essex County. So if you want your event promoted here on this program, contact us at suzanne@we-tv.ca. So tune in for We Now. So the Saints, like I said, Kyle, they're applying a lot of firepower inside, and since Glenn Willis-Paris came into the fold, a lot of confidence boxing out.
Oh, yeah, and of course, looking at the Saints roster now, they have size over the UTM Eagles because they got Gil, who's over 6'7", they got Glenn, who's over 6'7", they got Andreas, who's 6'8", so they got the height in there, too. That's giving them a little bit of an advantage.
Andreas Bravo is yet to check in, but once again, this team has a lot of depth. It's just a matter of finishing off.
It's true.
Ricardo Tate in his first year.
Yep.
He was assistant coach for a number of years. Seen the coaches come and go. He was under the leadership of Matt Devlin and Jimmy Parsons, and now he's the head honcho for the St. Clair Saints as the Eagles get the ball out of the timeout.
Well, he's worked hard and he's deserved it, and he's leading this team in his first season. I might say quite impressive.
Quick 3, 20. No good.
That shot was a little blocked by Glenn Willis Paris there.
Once again, having a guy like Willis Paris on there could really increase the awareness for this team, especially on offense.
Oh yeah, you know, his length is so pivotal there. He's 6'7", he has a long wingspan. The defenses are forced to adjust because of him.
And a three by Juwan Lynch goes.
UTM pushing up the ball now.
And a good up and at him play by Carey, but that doesn't fall for him. Here's Drummond's Euro, misses the shot. And Drummond's couldn't control the ball. And Kyle, we're going to see for the first time in quite a while, Khalil Balmaceda.
Oh yes, one of the newer players from Panama, making his way on the floor soon, or as he is in now.
We all know his family members are watching.
Yep.
And you know, this is a big boost of confidence for them as well. So we thank them for tuning into this. All right, we're back into this game.
He was facing some injuries earlier on in the season, which kept him out, is what I've been hearing. So now that he's making his way in, he's looking to make some impact here.
And we're going to see what type of impact he does. Mansour almost hits the rail, but that describes the type of hustle he brings to the table.
Oh, yeah.
So Borman will guide the inbounds pass with 1:43 to go in the opening quarter. Borman on the inbounds pass, and that's going to be a foul on Mansour, and that's rare that you see Ali perform a faux pas like that.
Oh, no, yeah, and definitely, you know, something that he didn't intend to do, but just a little carried away there, causing a foul.
So we see Mathusin Sirikanethin at the line, 6 foot even point guard from Milton, Ontario.
Hey, Aaron, let me tell you something. I'm glad you said that name, not me. That was a pretty good job. But he makes his free throws, looking like a good free throw shooter here.
Mansour down. Breaks through the double T. Here's Balmaceda.
Oh.
And ill-advised pass right there. Miscommunication on the Saints' end. Here's Quante on the other end. Draws the foul.
Yeah. Yeah, that pass, I guess, was intended to, I'm guessing who was that to?
Willis Paris, it looked like.
Yeah, but he tipped it away a little.
There's a little bit of miscommunications right there.
Yeah, Saints now huddling in the beginning of the floor, just making sure. And Alex Segan talking to his team, making sure they know what's going on, taking that leadership role.
Yeah, they're just trying to adjust to their positions as we see Quante miss the second free throw, but a good OB by the Eagles.
Yeah.
Mathusin. 3 on the shot clock. They got to go, and they fire it up.
Jack it up.
Almost got it.
Almost got it.
Segan saves the ball, and here comes Juwan Lynch.
It's getting a little carried away there, not recognizing the time, and they have to jack it up.
Ali Mansour has the ball. Under a minute to go. Segan. And here's Juwan.
Juwan passes in. Glenn Willis with the shot now.
Willis Paris with the J from the free throw line.
Nice. Now you hear Coach Tate telling them find theirs. Because as it is in basketball, Aaron, a lot of people, when they shoot their bucket and they get it in, they never really go back on their man. So Coach Tate just trying to remind them.
And a steal, and right on cue, Alex Segan loses control of the ball. But yeah, the term find yours, you know, it just reminds me of those playground days back in the NBA. Well, not in the NBA, but street. We play street ball. It's find yours. It's always been man-to-man. So it harkens back to those days when we played on the blacktop when we were younger.
Oh, yeah.
Good attempt by Carey. That shot's no good. And here's Borman. Misses it.
Rebounds are going to be key for the quarter now as it closes. We have just about 10 seconds here in the first quarter.
Shot clock is dead. Balmaceda fighting for the ball.
Yeah.
And now we're down to 5 seconds. Here's Khan rushing down the idol with a crossover up and in.
Oh, makes it just before the buzzer.
And Ricardo Tate not happy about it as we end the first quarter. It's 23-17 at the end of one. And we'll be back with more right after this.
I learn by doing. I learn by reacting to a situation. St. Clair puts me directly into my industry. I'm dealing with real patients, real life situations. It's not just theory. It's not book work anymore.
I choose to take control of my future, and my path is St. Clair College. I choose to be here.
It's new, it's fresh, it's innovative, it's WeTV, Windsor Essex Television, and you can watch it anywhere. www.we-tv.ca is the place to be. If it's sports, entertainment, or community events, WeTV has what you're looking for. The people, places, and faces of our community are front and center on WeTV. Check out www.we-tv.ca for what's being webcast live. WeTV, we got you covered.
And we welcome you back to the St. Clair College Sportsplex here on WeTV. It's the Saints 23 and the Eagles 17. Aaron Sanders and Kyle Rose bringing it to you. And a jumble of numbers displayed here at the end of the first half. The Eagles found their way back into it, taking advantage of the Saints' mistakes.
Oh yeah, it looks like a little breakdown in the defensive principles at the end of the first quarter there for the Saints, and as we saw, UTM able to get that bucket just before the buzzer.
And you know, despite their recent fits, the Saints shot 56% from the field at the end of the first quarter, and the Eagles, a different story, shooting 33% from the field.
Oh yeah, and as we start this quarter now, UTM looking to build on the momentum that they ended off on that quarter.
So Juwan Lynch, or what most of his friends call Bubs, will make the inbounds pass, and now we're underway in the second quarter.
As Shawan Anderson makes his way into the game too for the Saints.
That's right, Shawan Anderson. He got plenty of time at the beginning of the year. And now he's just trying to work his way in through the nucleus of the St. Clair Saints. Here's Willis Paris, fires a three, misses the rainbow. Mansour with the save, but it's taken away. Here comes the Eagles with numbers.
And that was a nice.
And it's out of bounds.
That was a nice lead pass, but unfortunately it was too much power on that one, went out of bounds.
The Saints were a little bit flustered on that last possession. They were way behind, so luckily to their credit, that pass went out of bounds.
Oh yeah. Now Ali bringing up the ball now, Mansour.
Mansour over to Larry Caston. Here's Anderson. Driving, wheels fall off for him, and here comes the Eagles.
Yeah. Looks like the court was a little slippery there. Shawan just slipped.
Carey up and in. So Brent Carey taking care of business on that play.
Yep. And now it is 19-23, like bridging the gap a little bit.
Willie penetrating the defense, skips it over. Here's Anderson for three.
Oh,
no good.
Misses that. Jermaine Lynch making his way to the scoring table now, looking like he's going to sub in.
Yep, Jermaine Lynch is going to come in. He's going to replace Ali Mansour. So both the Lynch brothers into the game right now.
Definitely, and that's a good look for the Saints. They play really well together.
Well, you see, in the women's game, we had the Kucheris sisters, and now we have the Lynch brothers here. So family does matter. Family matters.
It does. Oh, I love that show. You remember that show?
Yes, and most people still remind me that I look like Urkel to this day. Quick three by Khan, no good.
Hey, Aaron, let me tell you, there's nothing wrong with Urkel. He's a great guy.
Oh, no. Quick foul on the play.
Foul call now against UTM.
So their first team foul. So we see Shawan Anderson once again into the game.
Yep.
Inbounds pass goes to Jermaine. Jermaine trying to go one-on-one against Methuselah.
Jermaine taking it in. Oh.
Nope, it'll go out of bounds, but it'll stay Saints ball with 13 seconds on the shot clock.
I like it, though. I tried to give a little shovel pass in there to Glenn Willis. Unfortunately, just didn't work out.
And Willis is good on the entry passes as we see him skip it around to Jermaine. 9 on the shot clock. Fires the J, no good. And it's out of bounds. So Lance Drummond checks back in for the Saints.
Yeah. Coach Tate making a point to the refs that Jermaine just got hit on that shot, but to no avail. They're not really listening.
Oh, nothing solved there as Methuselah has the ball. Methuselah going one-on-one against Jermaine. Goes off Khan's pick. He gets his due.
Yep, nice little pick and roll action there.
That's the best. Here's Methuselah, misses the shot, gets his own rebound, and Glenn Willis Paris gets the foul.
Yep.
You see, that's the bit of the disadvantages of having that high wingspan, Kyle. It's you become an easy target with those fouls.
Definitely, and especially at that height, we're always told growing up, big men never jump. Just keep your hands up and keep it straight. Unfortunately, you fell for the bait there, and we have free throws coming.
So Mathusian at the line knocks down the first free throw, continues to cut this lead down as it's 23-20. Just underway here in the second quarter. Aaron Sanders, Kyle Rose with you on WeTV.
Wow.
And a little wraparound foul. So that's going to be a foul on Brendan Liver. No correction, John Philibert.
John Philibert now making his way. He's doing some big things for UTM this season. One of their lead rebounders.
So we see him guarding right down to the post right now as Lynch has the ball. We got the step. Trying to do the little shake and bake. He goes inside, goes to Drummond's, up and in.
Yep. Jermaine Lynch with nice court vision there, seeing the inside to Lance Drummond's.
Once again, it's those entry passes that's been doing wonders for the Saints. Kazongo up, no good. The tip in is good by Borman. And right on the button, fast-paced game into Anderson, up and in.
Yeah.
Sequence of passes right there. We're going to see the big fella Andreas Bravo check in now.
Oh, yeah,
Quick steal. Drummond's on the receiving end of that. Shawan to the basket, and he's fouled.
Yeah.
So Andreas Bravo, he's trying to gel back into the Saints system after being gone for so long.
Oh, yeah.
What does he have to do in order to ensure to his coach that, you know what, he is capable of gaining more minutes on the court, because now he's at the bench?
Well, I guess what his idea of going on the court would have to be is I'm going to have the mind frame of, do my job. Don't do any more than I can handle or any more that's expected of me. So get rebounds, box out. He's a big guy. Just do his job, and I'm sure the minutes will find his way.
Yep. As we see Shawan Anderson knock down the free throws, and it's 28-22. 7:20 to go in the second quarter.
Yeah.
Kazungo over to El Rahani. The good drive. Borman looking for answers. Drummonds takes it away.
Turnover by UTM now. Jermaine with the crossover.
And the pass to Bravo. He wasn't ready for it. Now he's got to look for answers. Here's Lara Caston for three. Got it.
He got it.
Lara Caston with the rainbow.
Oh, yeah. That was a nice shot. Wide open. Nothing but net for him.
Kazongo on the right side of your screen.
Now, Bravo, of course, the biggest guy on the court here. UTM's going to have a hard time boxing him out. He's 6'8", a little over 240, I believe. So it's going to be a big thing for UTM.
The shot is good for Falaber. So the lead is now 7. Lara Caston over to Lynch.
Yeah.
Lynch moving. Gets the step. Here's Anderson. Inside to Bravo. He goes to work, and he draws the foul.
See, that's the thing here, containing Bravo. He's such a big frame. UTM's going to probably have to double team him, do whatever they can to get the ball out of his hands in the post.
And Andreas Bravo off to the line. And the Eagles making the change. Zamam Khan returns. So Andreas Bravo, he showed us last year that he's one of the catalysts of the fast break game for the Saints. This year, despite that break, he's got a little more depth into him. But once again, it's all about working himself into the system.
Definitely. And it's going to take time again. As you said, he's been off for a few weeks now. But he'll get it together as soon as possible.
Andreas Bravo misses the second free throw. And Khan on the button. Here's Mathusian. And a steal by Anderson. Fight for the ball. Tie up.
And Shawan is one of those dirt players for the Saints. Always hustling, getting on the floor. And that's what Coach Tate likes about him.
Coach Tate wants this St. Clair squad to facilitate that nitty-gritty attitude from one end to the court to another as they lead by 8.
And, it's funny you mentioned that nitty-gritty. That's what really gets you the wins, and that's what gets you deep into the playoffs when the time comes.
The inbounds pass. El Rahani over to Mathusian. Mathusian over back to El Rahani. Fires it from around 10. No good. Rebound by Lara Caston.
Caston bringing up the ball now.
And here's Lynch over to Willie. Wide open shot. Puts it in.
Now, that is Caston's third three. He has, what, 9 points? He's filling it up.
Right on the nose. He has 9 points. 11-point game. Rouhani over to Khan. It goes out of bounds. And Nick Vagley checks back in, Kyle.
Yep, and this is an 11-point game now. Saints looking to stretch this lead even more to make sure that there's no breathing room for UTM.
UTM hasn't got a shot going in the second quarter yet, but now they have the inbounds pass. Khan almost got thwarted, fires it off, no good. Falaber outside, carry for three, no good.
Looks like he could have been touched there. Refs didn't call anything, though.
Mathusian with the teardrop, and that is short.
Did not hit anything.
And here's Jermaine. Down the lane, gets a step on Mathusian.
Yeah.
Over to Lara Caston, loses control. Mathusian with the dive, but it will stay St. Clair way.
Well, I like the hustle, of course, by him, but it didn't work out, unfortunately. Went out of bounds, but Saints have the ball now, have the opportunity to make it up on defense.
The incoming Nick Vagley will inbound the ball. He just checked back in. Here's Bravo down to the top, and there's Drummonds. Drummonds high-low to Bravo, going to work.
Bravo.
Misses the shot. Second chance. Got it off the glass.
Yep. Again, Bravo with that big frame, 6'8", 240. It's going to be hard for them to contain him in the inside.
Under 5 minutes now. Carey with the ice cream scoop. No good.
Got his rebound, though. Kicks it out.
Outside to Khan. Khan leaves William Laracaston in his dust. And and Bravo picks up the foul.
Wow. You would never think that Bravo would get an offensive or a charging foul. He's just so big, you don't think anyone would be able to hit him down.
Absolutely. Once again, it's those fouls that really come down to the positioning, because at the beginning of the century here, Kyle, we've seen that semicircle pop up, so that restricted area.
Yeah.
And we hear the Saints bench having a couple of laughs. I think it was because of the primal scream by Andreas Bravo.
Yeah, selling it a little to the refs there.
Yeah, Bravo right on cue gets the rebound. Baseball pass over to Eric Caston. Drummonds out. Willie gets it deflected by Carey, but it'll stay the Saints' way with 18 seconds on the shot clock.
That pass by Nick looks like they were trying to get it there to William Laracaston for another three. He's been on fire, 3 for 3 so far.
So Drummonds with the inbounds pass. He has 4 points to his name. Bravo
does not want the ball up top, though. He wants to get in the key.
He tried to break through the double team.
Yeah, they don't want him to have the ball up top. They want him to get down low.
No,
get the guards.
Well, we've seen him over the years, and, if he's up top, then, he could hook you up with the good entry passes. But for him to take matters in his own hands was a little bit too much to ask for him.
Oh, yeah.
Here's Lynch with 10 on the shot clock. Goes off Bravo's screen. Vaguely open three. No good.
Missing the three.
Khan with the rebound. Cross courts over to El Rahani. Saves the ball. Tight ropes the sideline. Now we're at the wing. Khan saves the pass. Off Falaber's screen. Falaber gets his just desserts. Fires it. No good. And Lance Drummonds with the rebound.
Now, UTM can't afford to get flustered here. They're looking like they're not really running their sets. They got to get back into it if they want something to happen here.
Drummonds over to Lara Caston. Misses the three.
Now Caston get a little carried away here. Getting an air ball, which is something he doesn't usually do, but he does have 9 points with 3 threes.
He's able to knock him down, and he's unselfish, too. One of the key leaders for the assist as Bravo gets the ball, fires the J, doesn't go. So shooting woes have continued from both sides of the teams within the last number of minutes. Here's Khan. What a block by Andreas Bravo.
Wow.
Bring the chips in the dip. It's a block party.
It is. He was having none of that, saying, this is my house. Get that out of here.
He barely jumped as we're going to look at it again.
The right career for me is
but my, oh my. Khan thought he was going to get an easy shot.
Thought he had a clear path there. Clearly not. Andreas saying, get that out of here.
He's saying, excuse me, sir. This is my neighborhood. All right. Back to live action. Khan immediately gets the shot, redeems himself.
Oh, yeah. Well, you see, once you have a great block like that, you got to get back on defense.
Lynch scoops it over to Bravo, and now he's on fire.
Bravo getting the buckets in the lane now. It's good for him.
Tenacious D applied by the Saints.
And you hear the energy off the bench, too. They want this to pick up.
They want to win.
Coach Tate.
Ice cream scoop is no good for Alberhani. Here's Vaguely. Gets the step on Mathusian. Driving all the way to the basket. Misses it. Tip in by Lance Drummonds.
Yep.
Scoring display for the Saints have been phenomenal in the last minute or so. Oh, what a joint block.
Wow, the defense is really picking up here. Nothing easy for UTM.
Quick three. It's no good. Shooting woes continue for the Eagles. Quick save for the ball. Bravos over to Lara Caston. That's going to be a foul as he hurdles over the scores table.
Almost took out her equipment here.
No, you don't want that to happen.
Nope. Or else you won't have any commentary.
No.
It's looking all right, though.
He hit the deck and the scoring table. Well, once again, the hustle. You got to tip your hat to the Saints because, man alive, they have been alive in the last few minutes. Look at that joint block right there.
Wow.
Bravos and Lara Caston helping out on that.
Yes, definitely. And again, they're not giving anything easy for UTM. They want to build this lead as soon as possible.
Here's Lara Caston at the line. And, boy, that was a whiffer.
Yeah. Missing a free throw.
Ricardo Tate ribbing him a little bit. And he misses both. He has 9 points, like you said.
Yeah.
Hasn't been able to score in the second quarter, though.
Yeah.
Kahn loses control. Lara Caston gets the ball. Pierces the Drummonds. Takes it home.
Drummond with a huge dunk.
And the intensity of Lance Drummonds continues.
Oh, yeah.
Down the other way. The finger roll, no good.
Andreas Bravo with the travel there.
Once again, we're going to look at the replay. That's an earthquake.
Oh, yeah.
Probably a 3.5 on the Richard scale.
Oh, yeah. Well, Lance is one of the most athletic players on the team. Dunks like that are nothing to him.
Quick timeout called, 43-26. No, better still, it was a line change. A lot of people were jumbled up, messed up with my vision.
Yep. Oh, a steal.
And a steal.
Now.
Here's Jawan. Does he have the advantage? He does. But he misses it.
Misses the wide open layup. I think he was going for a dunk there.
No,
changed his mind.
He's been trying so hard to dunk it as that three don't go.
Yeah.
But he realizes that if he doesn't have the adrenaline to speed up, then you're not going to jump that high. Yeah. Anyway, on the other end, here's Drummonds, loses control of the ball. That would have been a nifty, pretty assist from Jawan Lynch had Lance squeezed the ball.
Yeah. He's walking off now with Drummond looking a little bit embarrassed about that, but hey, it happens. But can't afford to miss easy layups when playoff time comes like that. Those are key.
Under 120 seconds to go in the half. 43-26 is the score. Mathusian throws it out of bounds. It looks like he had second thoughts once he was in flight.
Oh, yeah. But, you know, that's another thing growing up. Never leave the ground if you're not sure where you're passing it. Fortunately, it goes out of bounds.
Eagles call for a timeout. 43-26 is the score. And, of course, for Nkosi Adams, he needs a time to talk it over. Join Tony Bruner every Wednesday for Infotainment. Yes, my friends, that's the show filled with a lot of the entertaining stuff that goes on around the Windsor-Essex community. So if you want to find out more about it, then join Tony Bruner. Infotainment every Wednesday here on this WeTV station. So we see the Eagles bench, and we see Zamam Khan a little bit winded.
Oh, yeah. And Coach Adams there letting his team hear it now. I'm guessing from reading his lips, he's saying like he needs the intensity to pick up if this game is going to get any better for UTM.
See a couple of fans here on hand for this afternoon's contest.
Oh, yeah. Now, I know a lot of fans follow the UTM, a lot of from the Toronto, Mississauga area. They probably followed them on this trip down here to Windsor.
A lot of effort from them, but once again, it shows dedication and passion at his best right there. And, of course, we welcome in the viewers who are watching from the Mississauga, Toronto area.
Yep.
Hope you're enjoying this game here on WeTV. It's been a very eventful doubleheader here this afternoon.
Oh, yeah. But this time during the women's game, it was a little bit more close. But it looks like the Saints men's are pulling away now.
17-point game, but then again, don't say anything too soon. Drummonds with the catch and shoot. No good. Tipped around. Mansour hits the deck again, but it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, just losing it there. Lance Drummond talking to the ref now. Could have been a potential foul, but nothing called.
Mathusian brings the ball up past. Carey over to Quanti. Guanthi in traffic. He'll go to the line.
And that's exactly what they need at this moment in the game. They need aggression. If they could get to the line, get some free throws in, this game could be a lot closer than it is.
Saints have one foul to give, and the Eagles are over the limit. So here is Nicholas Guanthi back of the line again.
Makes the first.
Guanthi has a good shot going for him, as we've seen in the early goings of this game, but now he's becoming much more involved when it comes to the passing department as he splits the pair of free throws.
Definitely, you know, he wants to be an all-around player, not just a scorer, but getting his team involved as well.
Mansour fights through the defense. Here's Lynch, misses the three. Drummond fights through for the rebound. Back to Juwan Lynch. Tries to squeeze through inside. He couldn't. Here's Mathusian. Back on the offense is the Eagles. Carey, double team. Back to Mathusian. Cross court, and Mansour with the good steal. Spins around through Guanthi, and here comes Segan on the drive.
Now Segan setting up now. Mansour for on the right side here.
Under a minute to go. Drummond to Segan, catch and shoot, and that almost went in.
Tried to do a little hook shot there, reminding me of Kareem.
Kareem with the sky hooks. Half a minute to go. Guanthi, pull up Jade, no good. Khan loses control. Segan takes advantage of it.
Lost the ball there.
A lot of ruckus on that play. Mansour up, no good, but he'll go back to the free throw line.
Well, Aaron, as I said, getting a little rough here as we almost get into the first half, ending the first half here. Free throws for Mansour.
It is a 15-point game. Both of these clubs want to become rejuvenated and refreshed at the recess as Mansour knocks down the first free throw.
Yep.
This is the first game of a home-and-home series between these two squads. Once again, the St. Clair Saints just got out of their first home-and-home series against the Mountaineers. They want to redeem themselves after those crucial losses.
Definitely.
So the shot clock is non-existent right now. Down to the final 13 seconds of the half. Khan. Trying to pierce through. Finds entry.
Managed to get away with the steal here.
Down to 2 seconds. Here's Drummonds. Gets the floater to go, but no good.
Nothing. It was a great effort.
But we're going to have a foul. Once again, overtones of the women's game, there's a foul at the buzzer.
And again, for UTM, not the way you want to end the half, giving the opportunity for the other team to put more points on the board.
So Lance Drummonds is going to go to the line right after they talk it over.
Now Lance, as I see him walk to the bench, he's gripping his wrist. Hopefully nothing serious as he comes to sit down.
Well, looks like they'll offset that foul, and we are in recess, folks. At the half, it's the Saints 45 and the Eagles 28. We'll be back for the first half statistics in about a few moments.
Windsor started a tradition way back of giving us great barbecue north of the border, and you can taste that tradition when you come to Tommy's Barbecue. Dive into Tommy's rotisserie-style ribs and chicken, along with the crinkle-cut fries, coleslaw, and the original hot and sweet sauces. Plus all those amazing desserts like Black Forest cake and strawberry cheesecake. Taste the tradition and so much more at Tommy's Barbecue, 999 Erie Street East. See you there, Windsor.
The job market has changed, and I have to adapt. I'm not just getting theory, I'm getting skills. A degree isn't necessarily a pathway to their career. Being industry ready is. I choose to take control of my future, and my path is St. Clair College. I choose to be here.
Did you know that the most severe injuries in our region are motor vehicle crashes? 65% of road fatalities last year were directly the result of distracted driving. 90% of injuries arriving in our emergency rooms are preventable. Our message to you this summer is, put down the phone. Just drive. Let's work together to keep our trauma stretchers empty.
I learn by doing. I learn by reacting to a situation. St. Clair puts me directly into my industry. I'm dealing with real patients, real life situations. It's not just theory. It's not book work anymore.
I choose to take control of my future and my path to St. Clair College. I choose to be here.
It's new, it's fresh, it's innovative, it's WeTV, Windsor Essex Television, and you can watch it anywhere. www.we-tv.ca is the place to be. If it's sports, entertainment, or community events, WeTV has what you're looking for. The people, places, and faces of our community are front and center on WeTV. Check out www.we-tv.ca for what's being webcast live. WeTV, we got you covered.
Let's face it, finding the right career for me is really tough. How can I know my own strengths and reflect my true self to potential employers? I want a career, not just a job.
How can I discover my true self?
That's the question every job seeker should be asking before they begin their search.
Welcome to Career Streams, the largest private career counseling company in southwestern Ontario.
Through a unique objective testing process, we coach you into discovering aptitudes and skills that reflect your true self.
We listen and guide you along the way so you can realize your true potential. With over 20 years of one-on-one career counseling experience, we're here to help.
Invest in yourself for a brighter future. Contact Career Streams Resources today. Take that first step towards career success.
Windsor started a tradition way back of giving us great barbecue north of the border, and you can taste that tradition when you come to Tommy's Barbecue. Dive into Tommy's rotisserie-style ribs and chicken, along with the crinkle-cut fries, coleslaw, and the original hot and sweet sauces. Plus all those amazing desserts like Black Forest cake and strawberry cheesecake. Taste the tradition and so much more at Tommy's Barbecue, 999 Erie Street East. See you there, Windsor.
The job market has changed, and I have to adapt. I'm not just getting theory, I'm getting skills. A degree isn't necessarily a pathway to their career. Being industry ready is. I choose to take control of my future, and my path is St. Clair College. I choose to be here.
Did you know that the most severe injuries in our region are motor vehicle crashes? 65% of road fatalities last year were directly the result of distracted driving. 90% of injuries arriving in our emergency rooms are preventable. Our message to you this summer is, put down the phone. Just drive. Let's work together to keep our trauma stretchers empty.
I learn by doing. I learn by reacting to a situation. St. Clair puts me directly into my industry. I'm dealing with real patients, real life situations. It's not just theory. It's not book work anymore.
I choose to take control of my future and my path to St. Clair College. I choose to be here.
It's new, it's fresh, it's innovative, it's WeTV, Windsor Essex Television, and you can watch it anywhere. www.we-tv.ca is the place to be. If it's sports, entertainment, or community events, WeTV has what you're looking for. The people, places, and faces of our community are front and center on WeTV. Check out www.we-tv.ca for what's being webcast live. WeTV, we got you covered.
Let's face it, finding the right career for me is really tough. How can I know my own strengths and reflect my true self to potential employers? I want a career, not just a job.
How can I discover my true self?
That's the question every job seeker should be asking before they begin their search.
Welcome to Career Streams, the largest private career counseling company in southwestern Ontario.
Through a unique objective testing process, we coach you into discovering aptitudes and skills that reflect your true self.
We listen and guide you along the way so you can realize your true potential. With over 20 years of one-on-one career counseling experience, we're here to help.
Invest in yourself for a brighter future. Contact Career Streams Resources today. Take that first step towards career success.
Windsor started a tradition way back of giving us great barbecue north of the border, and you can taste that tradition when you come to Tommy's Barbecue. Dive into Tommy's rotisserie-style ribs and chicken, along with the crinkle-cut fries, coleslaw, and the original hot and sweet sauces. Plus all those amazing desserts like Black Forest cake and strawberry cheesecake. Taste the tradition and so much more at Tommy's Barbecue, 999 Erie Street East. See you there, Windsor.
The job market has changed, and I have to adapt. I'm not just getting theory, I'm getting skills. A degree isn't necessarily a pathway to their career. Being industry ready is. I choose to take control of my future, and my path is St. Clair College. I choose to be here.
Did you know that the most severe injuries in our region are motor vehicle crashes? 65% of road fatalities last year were directly the result of distracted driving. 90% of injuries arriving in our emergency rooms are preventable. Our message to you this summer is, put down the phone. Just drive. Let's work together to keep our trauma stretchers empty.
I learn by doing. I learn by reacting to a situation. St. Clair puts me directly into my industry. I'm dealing with real patients, real life situations. It's not just theory. It's not book work anymore.
I choose to take control of my future, and my path is St. Clair College. I choose to be here.
It's new, it's fresh, it's innovative, it's WeTV, Windsor Essex Television, and you can watch it anywhere. www.we-tv.ca is the place to be. If it's sports, entertainment, or community events, WeTV has what you're looking for. The people, places, and faces of our community are front and center on WeTV. Check out www.we-tv.ca for what's being webcast live. WeTV, we got you covered.
Let's face it, finding the right career for me is really tough. How can I know my own strengths and reflect my true self to potential employers? I want a career, not just a job.
How can I discover my true self?
That's the question every job seeker should be asking before they begin their search.
Welcome to Career Streams, the largest private career counseling company in southwestern Ontario.
Through a unique objective testing process, we coach you into discovering aptitudes and skills that reflect your true self.
We listen and guide you along the way so you can realize your true potential. With over 20 years of one-on-one career counseling experience, we're here to help.
Invest in yourself for a brighter future. Contact Career Streams Resources today. Take that first step towards career success.
Windsor started a tradition way back of giving us great barbecue north of the border, and you can taste that tradition when you come to Tommy's Barbecue. Dive into Tommy's rotisserie-style ribs and chicken, along with the crinkle-cut fries, coleslaw, and the original hot and sweet sauces. Plus all those amazing desserts like Black Forest cake and strawberry cheesecake. Taste the tradition and so much more at Tommy's Barbecue, 999 Erie Street East. See you there, Windsor.
45-28 is the score. We welcome you back here to the Sportsplex here on we-tv.ca. Aaron Sanders and Kyle Rose with you. I'm impressed of how both clubs have been displaying their efforts so far. The Eagles, they might be down, but, you know, they, like you said at the top of the show, they have a lot of promise.
Definitely, and they have the athletes on this team to make a good run here. And looking into the second half now, I expect them to probably pick up the defense. They're allowing the Saints to get easy shots, and I think if they do that, it'll be a lot easier.
Here are the stats for the first half, and, you know, impressive shooting display by the Saints, almost 52% from the field. The Eagles, a different story because they were ice cold for a patch in the second half.
Definitely. And as you said, Aaron, you know, once they start getting going, you know, we could probably potentially see the gap of this lead decrease for the Saints. But, of course, that's not what Coach Tate wants.
And look at the difference in terms of rebounds, a +9 for the Saints. The Eagles haven't shown a lot of firepower when it comes to boxing out because they want to rely much more on that fluid ball rotation, but it takes a whole lot more than just passing, does it not?
Oh, yeah, and as you said, back to the rebounds. You know, the Saints have bigger players with TJ, with Andreas, with Gil, with Glenn Paris in the middle there. You know, it's tough. These guys are all over 6'6". It's tough for the UTM Eagles to get any boards in there, but they're going to have to try and figure it out.
You know, before we came back here on this telecast, we said off the air that, you know, if the Eagles want to have some constant ball motion and some constant delivery, they would have to rely on number 3, Methusen. So that's where it comes down to, I think. You got to have that constant ball motion. Again, this is a new team, and they're still trying to look for that chemistry, but if you move the ball around him, you might have a good chance of scoring some more buckets.
Oh, yeah, and he's been doing a good job of facilitating the floor, finding his open teammates. Now, unfortunately, the shots are not dropping, but he should still keep it going. If he gets that happening, once shots start to drop, he'll be a difference maker here for the Eagles.
And we see Andreas Bravo becoming a difference maker, scoring his first 2 buckets since coming back here, and a couple of rebounds then and there. But I see Lance Drummond's exploding here because Gil, he's playing a good game so far, but it's been Drummonds and Bravo so far showing a major impact here.
Well, yeah, especially Bravo. You know, he's making his way back into the lineup. It wasn't going to take him long to get his sets in. He's a good player, and, you know, he's working on his game. It wouldn't take him long, of course.
So we're going to see how Nkosi Adams and Ricardo Tate's squad works out the rest of these minutes here in this game as we are about to get underway here in the third quarter. Again, the Saints in a must-win situation for pretty much the rest of the year. They're riding on a record that's putting them out of playoff contention, but once again, we've seen time and again that these players know how to do it. It's just a matter of how they finish.
Definitely, and as you said, playoffs, a key thing right now. And as we head into January, February, March, there's no opportunity here to lose. Every single win, as you said, counts.
And then that's for the Eagles. They're not concerned about it as much because, you know, they know what they have coming for them. All the players are new, the staff is new, and this is their first year in OCAA basketball. So if they make the playoffs, you know, they're going to be the underdog. But however, as far as things go for the rest of the year, they just want to create that chemistry so they could come back next year and become a major nuisance in the Western Division.
Well, definitely. As you said, Aaron, this is a building season clearly for them. They're not concerned about playoffs. They just want to, it's their first season. They just want to build on what they have. They
just want to assure clarity into their team as the Saints will get the ball, and we're underway here in the second half. So we see William Larrick Caston with the ball, skips it over. And Shawan Anderson's in the game too. Here's Caston with the hop over the Lynch. Fires a 3. No good. Anderson with a rebound. No correction. That's TJ Howard. Nick Vagley for the 3. No good. Tipped in. No good. Fight for the ball. TJ Howard going to work and delivering.
Putting in work. He's a big boy down there trying to grab those rebounds. Eagles have to contend with him.
You know, tips that I had to the St. Clair Saints because they're really capitalizing on second and third chance opportunities. So that's going to show up majorly in those stats.
Oh, yeah, and also Coach Tate going deep in for his bench, relying on everyone.
There's a 3, and it's no good, and we have a tie-up. It will be the Eagles' ball. So we see Larrick Caston, Howard, Drummonds, Segan, and
I believe that's Nick Vagle.
Ali Mansour into the game, too.
Yeah.
But the scoreboard has it wrong. Here's Drummonds over the Vagley. Vagley catches and shoots. Misses the 3. And that's a foul. Larrick Caston jumped in, and unfortunately a little bit too aggressive in the air.
Yep. And with this 19-point game now, UTM looks to try to figure out something to push the momentum going their way.
Onto the court now for the Saints. Vaguely, Lyric, Caston, Jermaine Lynch, TJ Howard, Lance Drummonds. So they'll take care of business in the early goings of this second half. A good entry pass inside for Quanti. You see the double team applied here by the Eagles.
Now I'll say this for the Saints. They better not calm down here. They have a 17-point lead, but you know what? That could be evaporated real quick, as you know that, Aaron.
And you know that's been one of the problems for the Saints. And we're going to have a technical foul. That's a technical foul. And that's going to be on Jermaine Lynch. He is livid.
Yep.
We're going to see what's going on. So we're going to see how this goes out. Ricardo Tate pleading his case, and he has every right to do so. We did see a kickball right there, Kyle, but the referee saying it's different else. He's basically saying that a kickball doesn't necessarily mean it would have to hit off his foot, but they have another idea.
Yeah. Tate's not having it right now. The refs are not having it either. It's making it plain and simple, not taking any from his.
No, they want to take it business as usual.
Yep.
So we hear the bench discussing the previous play, but you know what? They're gonna have to let bygones become bygones here.
Definitely. But unfortunately, UTM not able to capitalize on that technical foul, missing the free throw.
Read by Quanti is no good. Lynch gets fouled, and he needs to be careful. He got to get his emotions in check, or else he'll be thrown out of the game.
Yeah, he's gonna make sure to be careful. As you said, he could be ejected out of this game. Now, Aaron, what would you say is the best thing when teams are not getting the calls they want? What would you say the best way it is to handle that?
The best way to do it is, prove them that you were right on the call. So, you know what, be aggressive, but not too aggressive. But stick to your normal game.
Definitely.
Fight for the ball. Howard's on the deck.
TJ hits the floor.
They're going to call a jump ball.
Yeah. TJ having the refs help him up now.
You see? TJ's a big fella, and the referees are mighty strong.
Yep.
Get him back up there. Now, Vaguely will guide the inbounds pass. And Drummond's into the traffic, misses the shot, gets his rebound, gets fouled.
And that's exactly what you were just saying, Aaron, being aggressive, and that's what Lance Drummond did, making sure that he got that rebound several times, going back up.
And actions speak louder than words, so a 17-point lead, nothing new to anybody in basketball, especially when you're just starting in the second half. And that has been one of the problems for the Saints, being able to capitalize down to the second half. So if they're able to stay level-headed and have that stream of consciousness, they'll be able to stay through. But they got to make sure they disregard those errant passes.
Definitely. Now Lance, as he makes his first free throw now, looking to make his second, and he does.
So 19-point game once again, 49-30 with 8:20 to go in the third quarter. TJ taking care of business, Vaguely guides it.
Ooh.
And Vaguely with that wide vision, couldn't get that pass to go through.
That was a good look. If that would have connected, that would have been something pretty.
That would have been a top tenner.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Al Rehani with the ball. Over the Khan. Khan to Kazongo. Kazongo has been quiet since the first quarter.
Oh, yeah, and UTM there almost got caught with an 8-second violation.
Oh, yes. Lance swaps the ball. He'll say Eagles way.
Yep.
And now Laird Caston better get out the way.
Yeah. Now you can hear the support for the Saints here, especially a bunch of St. Clair Saints. Friends of Coach Tate above us, I hear them now. They better be careful, too, or the refs will have them out of here.
Yeah, Willie is really vocal along with Gil and all the other bunches. Vaguely takes the steal.
Yeah.
Drummond's going to take it in all by himself.
Oh, yeah.
Again, let your actions do the talking, and good things will happen to you.
Yeah.
The Eagles will get the ball back.
Yeah.
So Lance Drummond is on the court. He has 12 points for now.
Yeah.
And Khan, high-low pass. Doesn't work for them.
Mm-hmm. Jermaine's being extra careful now with how he approaches these refs.
It's a matter of backing away. They have a good lead right now. They don't want to mess it up.
Oh, no. Now, fortunately, this is not the NBA. You could criticize refs all you want. No one's getting fined. But they can't take it out on you on the game, so keeping that in mind.
There's the steal. Here's Willie to the basket, scoops the hand, but he's off to the line.
2 shots now called by the ref. William and Karen going to the line.
So Willie has shown in his time in the green and gold that he could be Mr. Reliable. He is unselfish. That's why he boasts up those assists. And when he gets a shot going, he could take it all, whether if it's contested or in the open range.
Definitely.
He could get the job done as he misses the second free throw. Lance tries to keep it alive. He almost did.
Definitely.
And he does.
Now UTM, they had a good lead. They had coming into the game, they're looking like they were breaking it down a bit, but now it's back up to 22 points, 52-30.
And things are breaking down for them. A good crossover dribble. And here's Lance to the basket, gets it to go.
Wow.
And Drummond's with the steal. Lynch, vaguely. Lara Caston knocks down to 3. Kahn the other way. Good save by Drummonds, but couldn't control it for the Saints. Kahn gets the shot up and in.
Yes, he gets it up and in.
So amidst all that ruckus and the clouds settle from the dust, it's Kahn that scores the bucket.
Yeah.
D up again. Find yours again. Let's go. Let me go. Find yours again.
Kahn. And that will be foul on William Lara Caston. The body was the problem.
Yep. For the Saints, they got to make sure now they have a comfortable lead here, but they got to make sure that they don't get into any foul trouble, because if they get kicked out of this game now with foul trouble, you're giving the Eagles an opportunity to come back in.
And they have no more fouls again. Baseball pass, and Kahn throws it away.
He thought it was going to be a breakaway.
And a steal by Willie. Easy deuce.
Yeah.
And a timeout called by the Eagles. That was a good run. It was a little bit crazy there and all. It was like a quagmire, but now the Saints are up by 25.
Oh, yep.
So once again, William Lara Caston with that score leads scoring for the Saints with 15 points.
And his momentum's not stopping at all. He's looking to bring this to the game into the third quarter. He's looking to make sure he had a push, and a great steal there, as you see. Not afraid of the game action.
And that's where William Lara Caston capitalizes. I mean, we have the fast break. It all begins with Andreas Bravo, especially if he comes back and gets back into shape. But it's been Lara Caston that's been taking the responsibility to take those steals and finish it easily. And we see a lot more confidence than what we've seen last night, because there were so many high-quality shots that were missed for the Saints, which could have been a difference maker there.
Oh, yeah, and with such a close game, losing that game, I'm sure they were disappointed, and which is why even more today they said to themselves probably, you know what, no messing around here. Let's just nip it in the bud when we can.
So they updated the scoreboard. It is 59-32 now.
But I must say, though, for the first time watching the Eagles play their first season, you know, they got a lot to work with, so they should be happy going into the next season. They got some talent here, and they'll be able to push forward.
And they're going to be able to push forward as they approach the second half of this season. And once again, maybe a majority of those losses is because they kept it real close and couldn't find that nucleus immediately. But still, they have a lot of firepower working for them.
They do.
Kazongo dribbling, goes through everybody, loses control.
Yep. Now the Saints have possession now, making their way up. Nick Vagel inbounding the ball.
Vaguely gets the ball back over to Jermaine. Jermaine driving down to the corner, loses control of the ball.
Here the coaches on the bench saying slow down and run the offense. It's key to the game here. You don't want to get into a turnover battle back and forth.
They have a good mindset, but it looks like they were 2 steps forward of themselves.
Yeah.
6:21 to go. Al Rahani breaks through Lara Caston. And another turnover. So we see Mathusian checking back in, along with Brent Carey.
Mathusi, the forward general for this UTM squad.
Lara Caston to Howard, loses control of the ball, taken away by Quanti. Here's Kahn. Jump hook, no good. Puts it back in, no good. Carey, rejection by Howard, and a beauty.
Yep. That's 3 blocks in this game so far that I'm seeing from the Saints. Just a real effort. First from Bravo, then Bravo and Caston, and now TJ.
Howard just taking care of business right there after that broken play. But the Saints still have the 59-32 lead with under 6 minutes to go.
Definitely. Howard looking a little like Dwight out there.
Hard effort, but it's taken away. Here's Quanti with the little scoop, puts it up and in.
And that was looking real sweet, getting that layup in between 2 Saints defenders.
I think it's what everybody calls jelly, but we'll get back to that in a minute. Drummond's all the way himself. That's double jelly.
Oh, yeah, looking real nice over there. Drummond is he's mastered his Euro step real well.
And offensive foul.
Yeah.
So that's going to be on Nick El Rahani. He's going to pick up his 2nd foul. And because it's an offensive foul, Kyle, the Saints do not go to the line.
No, not at all. And the Eagles now trying to take advantage of that, because if the Saints were going to the line, that's just more buckets on the board.
Jermaine gets the ball. They're down to the corner. Goes off Howard's pick. Howard with the ball.
And Aaron, as we see them swing the ball here, we're approaching 5 minutes in the 3rd quarter. What do you think the key is to end off this quarter for the Saints?
High quality shots and too much time. Shot clock violation. But once again, back to your point, Kyle, get those good quality shots off, but look up, because once again, the clock could make you or break you. It could be your friend. It could be your enemy. And as we've seen right there, a 24-second violation because the Saints wanted to do too much in too little time.
Definitely.
So Mathusian has the ball. So we're going to have a full line change set here for the Saints on the next whistle.
Yeah.
Here's Kahn over Howard, puts it in. He'll go to the line.
And with such a comfortable lead, Ricardo Tate's unfortunate to have a full lineup change now to get everyone involved.
Full lineup change. We see Ali, Gill, Glenn, Juwan, and Alex Segan into the game.
Definitely.
So anything could go here in the next 4:43 as Kahn knocks down the N1.
Get out the corner, Juwan. Get out the corner.
Juwan trying to break through the pressure. He does. Gets Carey off his feet. Quanti takes the steal. And Quanti with the scoop, no good. The tip in, no good. Glenn taking charge. And here's Ali inside. Gill with a little big step, and he gets it to go.
Yeah.
And here's Mathusian.
Shots
And here's
up.
Kahn. Fires a 3, and it goes.
Shots up now. Bring them
Here's
up to
Mansour,
40.
gets double team, breaks through it. And here's Gill. He's down at the top. That's why he gave it to Mansour. Now Gill's going to curl. A little bit too early, takes advantage of it. That basket won't count. That'll be on the floor.
Nope. And you can see the defensive intensity pulling up now for the UTM Eagles, trapping Ali in the half court there, and now had to force a pass in to Gill.
Again, we seen Gill. He wanted to go. He wants to penetrate all by himself. But once again, when you're a big fella like that, you're going to garner that attention.
Oh, yeah. And also we heard Coach Tate telling him to calm down here and give the ball to the point guard.
Mm-hmm.
But Gill makes his first free throw.
Well, you know what? I think I made this comparison before, but with this game, oh, what a rebound by Gill. No help out on the Eagles side.
That was a lack of defensive principles right there. Just letting him grab his own rebound. No box out whatsoever.
Offensive foul. Gill on both ends of the court taking care of business.
Wow. Gill playing being in all the right areas on the court right now.
You know, with such control, he could remind anybody of Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Oh, yeah.
26-point game for the St. Clair Saints, and they are really riding high right now. So the next telecast we'll have for you right here on WeTV will be St. Clair Saints volleyball action here, where they'll play host to the Niagara Knights. The ladies will have their first serve at 6 p.m., and the men will follow after at 8 p.m. That will be live from the St. Clair College Sportsplex here on WeTV on January 26th. So once again, I said this before this half started, a lot of responsibility is riding on Mathusian now because he's basically one of the smooth edges for the Eagles right now.
Oh, yeah, and, he's the floor general for this squad. He has the ball in his hand the majority of the time, so the coaching staff and other players are looking to him to make some good plays here.
So we see the X's and O's applied by Ricardo Tate of the St. Clair bench. I can't read out that play. What do you think? That looks like to be a half-court defensive play.
Looks like a defensive play there. Camera didn't really stay too long on that. I didn't get a chance to see, but
yeah, it looks like 3 players were supposed to drop back, but I guess that would be another story.
Yeah. Glenn Willis with the ball now.
Gill on the no-look pass to Jawan Lynch, and no basket will be called, but there's a whistle. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Well,
Gill's going to get a technical foul because
yeah,
you can't hang on to the rim, but I think he was holding on to it for an extra time because of safety.
Yeah.
I say that foul is questionable, but then again, there was nobody under Gill's feet.
I'm not sure why he did that. It's going to cost his team now potential 2 points.
Yes.
But,
let's look at the tape again, because if there was somebody under Gill's feet, then
it would make sense, as you're saying.
Yeah, you would have a case. So there was a foul before that, but Gill, I guess so elusively, wanted to tip it back home emphatically, and there they have a right to give him the technical foul.
Yeah.
There's nobody under him.
So again, not quite sure why he did that, but maybe it's showing off, maybe it's whatever, but it's going to cost him.
And it did. So Jawan Lynch knocks down the free throw, and now they're going to have the technical. They're going to have Brent Carey take care of business from the line, and they'll get the possession too as a result of that technical foul.
Yeah. Now, if this was a much closer game, it's little things like that that could cost you in the long run, and especially as the Saints look to make the playoffs, you can't afford to do things like that against good teams.
The Saints need to run away with a couple of W's if they want to make a playoff spot.
Exactly.
And we'll see how that goes for them. Here's Carey. All by himself with the left hand. Gets it to go.
I'll tell you one thing, Aaron. Growing up in high school playing, and before I came to St. Clair playing at Trinity Western, if I would have done that, my coach would have had me on the bench for the rest of the game.
Boy, you'd be in the doghouse and then some.
Oh, yeah.
Lynch flying through. Mansour, open three. No good. And here comes Carey again. A good slap by Gill.
Stays with UTM.
So Carey with the ball. Here's Mathusian. Under 3 minutes to go. Mathusian and a good steal by Jawan. One-on-one against Mathusian. Goes up, put it in, and a foul.
Mathusian not happy with himself. Didn't want to foul there and give an and one. And you know what they say, if you're going to foul a player to the basket, make sure he does not score that. Foul him hard. But it was up and in.
Good body language by Lynch on that play. Good use of control.
Yep.
And they're going to fix an issue with the shot clock on our west end here. So it's going to give the players a time to take a few breathers.
Yeah, looks like it came unplugged there.
And now we're coming back in. And it's back out. Okay, now we're into the game. Okay, everybody's synced in. Scores table all good. Shot clock's all good. Now, Juwan Lynch is going to shoot one. And it's also I think we'd be remiss if we didn't say both clubs are now in the bonus situation from here on out.
Definitely. And that can be good for the Eagles because that means every time they're fouled now, it looks like something to do to get free throws. And Gill getting out of hand here, getting frustrated.
He picked up a foul right there, the holding.
Yeah.
So Gill's going to pick up his third foul. Both clubs are over the limit, like I said.
Yeah.
Samam Khan at the line.
Yeah. Now Tate talking to Gill now, telling him to calm down here. Doesn't want to get himself out of the game.
Yeah, it's all about the body control when it comes to Gill, and those fouls, he's not going to like it. Oh, look at Gill Atencio. He's at the other end, but they're going to have to retreat back. A steal.
Wow.
And if that pass would have went, that would have been a good top 10er. Quanti with an ill-advised scoop pass.
Now Gill getting picked up now. He was left down here by himself, but now Khan has come back.
He wanted that play all for himself.
Oh, yeah.
But unfortunately, the Saints weren't ready for that type of play.
No, not at all.
Here's Lynch. Gill pops up. That's the timeline. Grapevines through two defenders. Here's Mansour with the triple threat. Gill taking charge up, no good. And here's Khan with a rebound. Lightning quick reflexes applied by Khan.
Oh, yeah.
Khan up, no good.
Rebounds are getting a little scrappy all over the place.
Mathusian between three defenders got it to go.
Nice.
So now Mansour tight roping the size under 2 minutes, and that's going to be a double dribble.
Oh, yeah. Looks like the UTM defense is beginning to tighten up now, making sure that the Saints commit some turnovers.
And that's going to prompt a Saints timeout. 71-47 is the score as we approach exactly 2 minutes under the third quarter. Join Brittany Webster for the question of the week that will boggle the minds of all the Windsor Access community. Great questions applied by her, and you won't believe the answers. All great ones. So join her for question of the week every Monday here on WeTV. So UTM really stepping up on the defense is costing a lot of fits for the St. Clair Saints.
Oh, yeah, and as you said before, like it's all going to be about, as we close the third quarter, which team wants it more and which team wants it, or who are hungrier. And right now it's looking like the Saints.
The Saints need a lot of composure here because, once again, this is a big lead. You don't want to go away because of certain errors like that. So if it does come down to those turnovers, if it does come down to those fouls, then the Saints will kick themselves after this game.
Definitely, and as we said earlier, Aaron, like if this was a more seasoned team in the playoffs, like a Mohawk or a Humber or a Sheridan, you can't afford those little knick-knack fouls or knick-knack turnovers. These things cost you in the long run.
So we're at exactly 2 minutes away from the end of the third quarter. A good baseball pass outside to Carey, fires a three, misses it. And Gill fights for the ball.
Wow.
And Gill's going to go shoot a pair of free throws.
Now, as you said, because of the bonus, teams are at the free throw line real quick. To the advantage of the Eagles, because they can try to get some extra buckets on the board now, but at the same time for the Saints, building a larger lead.
And Gill's at the line. Well, this is the type of guy you really want at the free throw line because coming into this game, he was 73% from the charity stripe. And once again, for a guy of his stature, you don't expect him to make those free throws, but by golly, he does it.
He does. 73% is pretty good for a big man, and he's doing his thing. Making the second one there.
I'm sure some other big men would like to take notes from him.
Oh, yeah.
So 1 minute and 50 seconds away from the end of the third quarter.
Yeah.
Mathusian over to Borman. Borman on the handoff to Quanti. Khan, cross courts to Mathusian, goes through Mansour, cross courts to Khan, fires a three, misses the shot. And it's Saints ball. They get a lucky break.
Oh, yeah. Could have gone anywhere there, but the refs call it Saints ball, so we're going with.
Saints with the 25-point cushion.
Yeah.
Up and at him is Segan. Lynch over to Mansour. Around the world is Willis Paris. He draws the foul.
I see Juwan Lynch here standing in front of the table. I just want to talk about his brother, Jermaine. He is in his 5th year now, last season with the Saints, wanting to do big things with this squad. What do you think his potential goals are for the rest of the season?
Well, for the rest of the way, to mend within the system, keep a cool head. I mean, in the way his shots have been going, he could go up in the charts in the OCAA when it comes to shooting, but when he gets a shot off beyond the arc, there's no question that he feels confident with it. So if he keeps on working on his shooting, he could be a dead-on ringer for the shooting championship for the OCAA.
Definitely. And Con with that nice pass inside. Wow.
That's a good move.
That was a good give and go right there. Yep.
Those are the types of sequence that will bring the Eagles back in.
Oh, yeah. And those are the type don't make top 10.
Atencio breaks through the offensive foul. Segan knocks down the 3.
Nice. And as we approach under a minute now, 50 seconds for the UTM Eagles. They're going to try to get something going here.
Guanthi fights through the traffic. It'll be Saints ball.
Wow. Fortunate for him there. He kind of looked like he got jumped on, but refs didn't call it.
Looks like he had an easy go to the basket, too, but because of the bodies, he couldn't do anything about it.
Not at all.
42 seconds. Almost got Methusen off his feet. Mansour breaking through. The pass to Segan.
Whoa.
And Juwan Lynch almost bailed him out.
Not sure what Segan was doing there behind the back pass. Put it right to the audience there.
So Methusen will bring it back to the timeline with under 30 seconds to go.
Yeah.
Methusen goes off Atencio's foot.
Yeah. Now Coach Adams, he's getting a little riled up there. You could tell he's going to have some words for his team once the 4th quarter starts.
Offensive foul again. Gil Atencio taking the damage.
Yeah.
So Gil thought he was going to shoot free throws, but once again, since it's an offensive foul, there's no free throws on that.
Yeah.
Lynch has it. Lynch driving down the way, took it all by himself, couldn't make the shot.
No defense there, but he just missed the layup.
Here's Kahn with 12 seconds to go, draws the foul. Late whistle, but they got it.
Hey, get in there, yeah.
And now we're going to have a little bit of altercation, and we're going to have double technical fouls. And once again, that's kind of not surprising considering the physicality of this game.
Yeah.
So we're going to have a technical foul on Nicholas Quanthi rather, and a technical on St. Clair. We're going to see who that is.
Not sure what happened there, why he got upset. Segan was just standing there. Maybe when we see the replay, we'll see what's going on.
Yes, let's run the tape back and see what transpired here, because as far as I'm concerned, nobody expected this to happen.
Yeah,
but
like
once again, too much going on at the same time.
Yeah, it's kind of an awkward turn there.
Yeah. Now, usually the Saints, they are well composed with the exception of a couple of players, but this is the first time we've seen a minor tiff occur here this season.
Yeah. I mean, again, not sure what happened there, but hopefully the replay will show.
St. Clair Saints basketball on WeTV is brought to you by Tommy's Barbecue. They are located at 999 Erie Street East. Give them a call at 519-254-1111 or go to tommysbarbecue.com. Once again, right on cue with that commercial, things are about to cook up, and now we have this tiff. So the coaches are still trying to see what's going to happen. We've seen double technical fouls, so they're going to offset.
Yeah. Again, honestly, a lot of this could be avoided if he would have just kept calm. Still don't know what happened. Just got in the face of Alex Segan. Really not sure what's going on.
I'll be honest with you. I had my head down about to call another play, and then next thing you know, we have this little cloud of dust occurring down at the court. So now it looks like everything has been solved out. We're going to see what's going on after the third quarter ends and see if we could give you an update on that. But Zaman Khan is off to the line regardless.
Yeah. Just misses the first free throw there, Khan.
76-49 is the score with 12.5 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
Makes a second.
Splits the pair of free throws. It is 76-50. And here's Mansour. Shot clock is dead.
Now the team counting down here. We got 5 seconds. 4,
They're going to move
3,
the ball around.
2, 1.
Mansour with the J, and that is short. So we're at the end of 3. Saints trying to pull through and try to find some way to stay in playoff contention. 76-50 is the score. We'll be back for the fourth quarter right after this message and a word from WeTV.
Did you know that the most severe injuries in our region are motor vehicle crashes? 65% of road fatalities last year were directly the result of distracted driving. 90% of injuries arriving in our emergency rooms are preventable. Our message to you this summer is put down the phone. Just drive. Let's work together to keep our trauma stretchers empty.
I learn by doing. I learn by reacting to a situation. St. Clair puts me directly into my industry. I'm dealing with real patients, real life situations. It's not just theory. It's not book work anymore.
I choose to take control of my future, and my path is St. Clair College. I choose to be here.
It's new, it's fresh, it's innovative, it's WeTV, Windsor Essex Television, and you can watch it anywhere. www.we-tv.ca is the place to be. If it's sports, entertainment, or community events, WeTV has what you're looking for. The people, places, and faces of our community are front and center on WeTV. Check out www.we-tv.ca for what's being webcast live. WeTV, we got you covered.
You're back on time. This is the fourth quarter action here on WeTV. Aaron Sanders and Kyle Rose for you. The Saints with a big lead over the UTM Eagles. And just to clarify right there, Kyle, we received confirmation that the technical foul was on Segan, so credits to you on that one.
Yeah, definitely. And again, still don't know what happened, but technical foul was called, and we just got to go with it.
And if you're just tuning in, just winding down through the moments before the third quarter ended, there was a little bit of a dust-up, but they rectified the situation.
Yeah. And with a 26-point lead for the Saints, the Eagles can't afford to have any more free throws just for any reason at all.
Mathusian misses the 3, and now Vaguely will take care of business. Vaguely scoops it over to Balmaceda. Khalil Balmaceda back into the game. Here's Vaguely popping 3 in and out like a fast food restaurant. And here comes the Eagles.
Eagles looking to make a push now.
Mathusian gets Balmaceda off his feet, misses the J. Borman gets the board. Mathusian driving down to the lane, gets stopped in his tracks. Fire 3 from Borman. That's a whistle. But that was on the floor, not on the shot.
It's a good thing for the Saints. Thought it would have been a 3-point shot there, but no.
So the inbounded from the baseline. Balmaceda picks up the foul. So now Mathusian will guide the inbounds pass.
Eagles looking to run a play here that will make something good happen.
And that was well executed, but a whistle on the play.
Yeah, Bravo got him on the arm there.
John Faber is off to the line.
Now free throws again, going to be a key thing here. With 8:49 left in this game, hopefully, I mean, I don't want to say it could be too late, but if they can get to the free throw line a consistent amount of times, who knows what could happen.
Well, that's right, because this game is all but official right now. But once again, 8:49 is a plenty amount of time, as we've seen last night, where the Lady Saints came back from 24 down after scoring 12 points total in the second and third quarter, only for them to lose by 5 at the end of it. Balmaceda up and in.
Up and in. Makes the game now is running back on defense.
Driving down the lane is Al-Rahani. Mathusian. And a little fight for the ball. Bravo prevails. And here comes Balmaceda on the break. And it'll slow things down. And a good entry for Vaguely, misses the shot. And it's open for Falaber. Oh, the donut missed the coffee.
He probably thought AJ was going to get him. That's why.
He got a little too intimidated on that play. But once again, if you're a big fella, you really got to go in with contact and effort.
Oh, yeah.
Balmaceda. And that's going to be about a 5-second violation. I guess they're saying a 5-second violation, but it's rare to see something like that.
Yeah. Actually, no, Aaron. I think they stepped out of bounds there. I see they're pointing to the line there.
Aha. Okay.
Yeah. But lucky break there for the Eagles as they take the ball up now for offense.
78-51 is the score. The drive by Khan. Over to Carey. That's going to count as a long two.
Carey with the nice hit there. Nick Vaguely bringing up the ball.
He breaks through the press. Vaguely drive.
Shawan Anderson now trips.
Anderson loses control. And Howard saves the day, and we're going to have a tie-up. So we'll stay the Saints' way with 7:17 to go. We're going to have a delay of game called by Cozy Adams, the head coach of the Eagles. So apparently he must have said something derogatory. He must have said something because now he gets a technical foul.
Yep. He said what I overheard him say is this is a joke. And now the coaching staff, he was warned, and now free throws are coming up.
And they did warn him. Any other comments like that would give him a T. So now Nick Vaguely is off to the line to shoot the technical, and as a result for that, the Saints will get the ball back.
Yeah.
Then again, you really got to feel for their head coach because they were not getting basically a majority of those calls, so you can imagine.
It's true. And then and his team with being down by so much, you can tell why the frustration's there.
Mm-hmm. The frustrations is reeling on for the Eagles. As we are within 7 minutes to go, Andreas Bravo on the run, no good. And here comes Khan, breakaway from Mathusian. He catches the ball in time. Carey, open three, no good. Rebound by Vaguely. Vaguely with a little footwork on Khan. Vaguely trying to break through. He does. Gets him on the right side. Over to Balmaceda. He fires a three. They'll count as a long two, but it won't go.
Yeah.
And the Saints get the ball back. Alex Segan checking back in. And Jonathan Kazango will return for the Eagles as well.
Shawan Anderson looking a little disappointed now. He slipped earlier. He was upset. Floor looking pretty slippery out there, but
Bravo swinging the ball around the world. And now Balmaceda has it. Loses control. Gains the ball back. Gets double teamed. Gets heavily trapped. And Bravo going to work once again with the right hand. Puts it up.
Yeah. Bravo with a little scoop layup there. Hook shot.
So the Saints average around 80 points a game coming into today. So this is a confidence booster for them. Khan from the parking lot. No good.
That was deep.
And Vaguely gets the ball moving. Balmaceda fighting through the ball, but it's a travel.
It is a travel, yep. Hearing teammates on the bench now saying, pass the ball. That's some good advice.
Some good advice, but once again, it was a bit too late.
Yep.
So anyway, Kazango back on the other end. Over to Carey. Carey with a pop-up J. No good.
Now, again, as I stated earlier, Aaron, the Saints are available, as he makes a layup there, Khan. The Saints are making turnovers like this against this team. But, against a heavier competition, it's not going to be good.
And a turnover results into another bucket. Al Rihani gets inside, and Ricardo Tate wants to talk it over.
Wow.
It's 81-55, and, of course, the Saints bench isn't happy.
Yeah.
So once again, we'll be back here from the Sportsplex on Friday, January 26th for some volleyball action. The Saints will play host to the Niagara Knights. So the ladies' game will tip off at about 6 p.m. and the men's will serve at 8 p.m. That will be all here on WeTV.
Yeah.
So we see the Saints bench. They're en route for a victory. but they really need to keep everything together because those turnovers have become crucial for them.
Oh, yeah. And again, you know, they're probably trying to work out their kinks against the UTM Eagles because they're not a tougher team in the division. But if they're trying to push for a playoff team as a playoff position, as you said, they're 7-4. They got to do better than that.
So Ricardo Tate, of course, you can imagine a lot of pressure set on him, but he's been able to keep a cool head through it all.
Yeah.
We have a couple of fans here still staying for the rest of the game.
Trying to support their team.
So Segan will be the trigger man with 5:41 to go in the fourth quarter. 81-57 is the score. Here's Shawan Anderson. Anderson tried to drive past Khan. He gets double teamed in the process. Balmaceda going through the basket.
Wow. Looking a little aggressive down there, but it's all they could do at this point with an 81-57 lead for the Saints.
Falaber picks up his fourth foul. It'll only be the third team foul for the Eagles.
Yeah.
So Khalil Balmaceda off to the line.
Aaron looking around the OCAA now. Obviously, Humber, one of the top teams. I happened to see or hear about the other game the other night. What do you think they're going to be doing again against other teams like that? Like, again, if they see Humber in the playoffs, they were destroyed by Humber a couple weeks ago before the break. What do you think their game plan will be for them?
Well, the game plan for them is, keep the passes short because turnovers, as I remember very much, that turnovers were the keys to the game. They try to get a fast-paced game over Humber, but that's something you can't do as Andreas Bravo gets the swat. So you really got to control the game if you really go up against a top-caliber team like Humber. And a quick steal right there by Shawan Anderson, gets double-teamed. He gets flustered around, tries to save the ball, but he couldn't.
Yep. And it's just what I was saying. Turnovers like that won't cut it against the tougher teams. But Saints trying to make some adjustments now as we start getting the fourth.
And once again, going back to the Humber Hawks, the Saints got the bad end of the deal of that because that was their first game of the season. But now we could see a lot of improvements have been made as a shot is missed down low.
That is true. First opponent of the season, they got to work the kinks out. But now, as they watch game tape, if they've seen them, it's January now in the season. It's refreshing to know that they have some other options now.
They're coming down to the wire this season as Khan pumps up a shot, and it's no good. Andreas Bravo becoming beast of the boards this afternoon.
Oh, yeah.
83-57 is the score. We're under 5 minutes to go. Here's Anderson. This is it.
Khan with the rebound now, pushing it up the floor.
Khan trying to fight through, but Balmaceda will drag him. That'll be a foul.
Yeah.
So we see Ali Mansour checking in for Nick Bagley.
Nick playing a good game right now getting some rest. Kill Coach Tate.
Bagley, a quiet game for him. He only has 3 points, but once again, that was all from his hot spot. As we see Kazongo driving through to the basket, and a whistle's been blown. They'll go to the line.
Yep. Kazongo's been doing all he can for this Eagles team now, trying to lead the team in points, trying to put buckets up there, but it's just tough. When you don't have the help, it's the frustration begins to kick in.
It's a little bit difficult to consider that Kazongo hasn't put up a lot of points, but he's been applying all the effort off the ball and swinging the ball around. He only has 1 point.
Exactly.
Which is strange, but he deserves a lot more than that.
Yeah, he's working hard out there, and the shots are just not dropping, but, they kind of turn to him when they need buckets sometimes, and it's just not working out tonight.
Zaman Khan is the leading scorer with 16 points as Kazongo knocks down the second free throw. Or so I thought. Balmaceda up top goes to the basket, puts it up and in.
Nice move there by them.
Here's Kazongo driving down. Here's Khan.
Khalil got screened there now, late on the return.
Didn't work out for him. There's a foul. That's holding.
Yep.
So Shawan Anderson with the foul. That's his second, and that will put the Saints over the limit.
Yeah. Now, Aaron, with almost 4 minutes left to go in this game, what do you say I didn't want to say it's completely over, but what could you thought that the Eagles could have done better in this game?
Well, the Eagles should just capitalize on the broken plays, especially when it comes to boxing out, because when you have guys coming in like Balmaceda, Bravo, and Atencio fighting for the rebound, you know that's a hard challenge, but it shouldn't deter you from trying to box out. So that was one of their problems.
Definitely not. And, of course, the Saints now looking like they're going to pick up the victory. They'll be 8-4, doing a little bit better for their record.
And the Saints keep on pulling through to the OCAA playoffs as they have been vying for a position. So now Segan has the ball. Cross courts over to Mansour. And Anderson gets the ball. And a quick whistle. They'll count it.
Yeah, but it looks like UMT has suffered an injury here.
Yep. And that's Alessandro Tanzi. A little bit shaken up here.
Yeah, looks like when he was driving to the bucket, he got clipped with an elbow to the nose. But he's doing all right.
So Shawan Anderson's bucket will count. And he's off to the line. Boy, these bench players have been working a sweat off here today. They're really earning their position here tonight.
Oh, yeah. Coach Tate going deep into the bench now.
Bravo again with the rebound. You know, after a quiet game like he has yesterday, he's really coming out with a vengeance. Bravo all the way. Good string of passes inside to Balmaceda. Counted in a foul.
Nice.
That's beautiful basketball.
That's, really good ball movement. Nothing selfish about that right there, Aaron.
Look at that. Bravo and Balmaceda. Before all that, a string of open passes. What more can you ask for?
Definitely. Now Andreas making his way back after this break that he had now a few weeks off. Playing pretty good. Doesn't look rusty at all.
He's really coming back into himself. A rebound by Anderson. Corner three, Segan. No good.
Saints trying to push here. Maybe make it to the 100-point mark.
They have reached the 100-point mark at least twice this season, so that shouldn't be a surprise. Once again, this is a team that has that shooting caliber. Here's Mansour trying to get Borman off behind the back, and that's going to be a foul.
And now they're making it back to the free throw line with their 2 shots.
And that's going to put the Eagles over the limit.
Yeah.
And a technical foul on Mansour.
I mean, I'm not sure why they're calling. I don't know what Mansour did. I didn't see anything. They said he threw the ball. I mean,
I didn't see him throw the ball, though.
It's either these reps are really sensitive or they're just trying to rack up points for each team. But this is, I mean, I don't know what's going on here. Technical after technical.
Well, the game's pretty much over right here. So the Eagles will go shoot their technical. Once again, 58 points is nothing to be discouraged about, considering they average around 60 points a game, so they'll reach that plateau one way or another tonight.
Yep.
But, yes, once again, look at Ricardo Tate trying to console Mansour, trying to tell him, like, look, it's not your fault, but once again, you know how this game is going, so, you know, keep a steady pace and, you know, keep a good head on your shoulders.
Exactly. Don't even worry about it. And even right there, as he passed the ball there, Alessandro Tanzin, that could have been a technical. He bounced the ball pretty high there, but the refs, I guess, you know, just trying to get this game going on. Almost 3 minutes here.
33-point game in favor of the Saints. Kahn on the good feed.
Nice pass
to Philibert. And another technical foul being assessed here. And now we're going to have a bit of a quagmire again.
Don't understand what's going on here. Both of these teams need to just calm down, especially the Saints. The Saints are up.
Well, looks like they're calling off the technical because the referees have only labeled the first foul.
Yeah.
You know what? I think the best advice for both of these teams is, you know what, just run the clock out and get up out of here, because this won't be the last time they'll see both of each other. Because once again, they're in the middle of the home-and-home series. The Saints' next game will be at the University of Toronto Mississauga campus.
Yep.
So you best believe there's going to be a whole lot of action happening around there.
Oh, yeah.
Breaking through the double team is Mansour. Segan right on track.
Ref's making sure now. Should be 18 on the clock.
So 18 seconds on the shot clock, as you can see on your screen. 31-point lead for the Saints. They want to wind things down before they head to the University of Toronto Mississauga campus.
Yeah. Ref's not making sure nothing happens here.
And once again, it's going to be about more than a week before they head on back here to the Sportsplex. Quick three by Anderson. It's good.
Yeah. If they keep this up, they will reach that century mark.
They're 6 points away with under 3 minutes to go. 94-60. Here's Falaber.
Oh.
Driving to the basket. Beauty.
Nice spin move there. Took Andrea Bravos off of his brain there.
Mansour on the inbound. Over to Anderson. Anderson breaks the press. Passes to Balmaceda.
Khalil being patient there, holding the ball.
Segan to Bravo. They're going to try to eat up the clock.
Andreas now dribbling the ball up.
Nobody's giving up that shot. Neither does Segan. Segan doesn't give that opportunity up to fire that three.
Wow. 97 now to 62. The Saints looking to pull away this now.
And a quick run. Falaber's jumper, no good. And a good rebound.
Putting it back up now for the and one.
So we are under 2 minutes to go. Both clubs have one timeout, and they're both over the limit.
Yeah.
So once again, Zamam Kong at the line. He has 16 points for the evening. Misses the second free throw. Good rebound by Balmaceda.
Balmaceda doing some great work on the boards for the Saints.
Deflected by Falaber. And who's going to get it? It will be the Eagles. Kazongo. Rebound by Balmaceda. 2 straight rebounds for him.
Coach is telling.
Mansour tried to do a little shake and bake.
Yep.
But that's
caught
travel.
there. Yep. Got caught in the hip.
A little too much sugar in the tank.
Yep.
So we're down to 90 seconds in this one. Khan trying to drive through, taken away. Balmaceda takes it.
And now let's see if what they do here, if they want to hold it or.
That's going to be a foul on Kazongo.
And we're back up to 2 shots.
Well, you know, as we look at the stats before this quarter, Kyle, the leading scorer for the Saints is Lance Drummond's got 18 points to his name. But of course, Ricardo Tate's letting him take a load off in this final frame here. So it's been impressive. Once again, like for the women's game, there's been somebody that really struck it rich in the first half, but has been quiet in the second half, but still impactful throughout the whole game.
Oh, yeah. And, of course, he wants to rest his players now. Knowing that they have this victory, it's nothing special. They don't need all their best players out there. Just want to close this out now.
So the score is at 99-62. And a good steal by Segan. He controls it. Here's Anderson with a beautiful spin move and the jam.
Anderson jumping.
There's your
out.
100 points, Kyle.
There it is, 101.
He wanted to get up there. He desperately wanted to get up there, and he finally did.
He did.
Behind the back by Kazongo. He swings the ball around. Foreman, shots a no-go. Bravo, benefit of the doubt for the rebound, and that's a foul.
Yeah. Andreas getting a little frustrated there that he didn't get his block.
Hey,
Called for a foul.
he fought really hard for that ball, but unfortunately they saw the other way. Let's look at Shawan Anderson's jam again.
Yeah, didn't think he was going to take off like that and dunk it, but there you go.
Man.
Wow.
So there you go.
Impressive dunk at the end there.
The bench was anticipating that the whole game.
Oh, yeah.
So Borman knocks down the first free throw. Once again, the Saints en route of a well-deserved victory, a much anticipated victory. And now the quest for the playoff spot is going to come down right to the wire.
Oh, yeah. Well, this is a win, as you said, Aaron, from before that they needed. Couldn't afford to lose to the Eagles here.
Balmaceda, they're going to swing the ball around. 33 seconds remaining.
Yeah.
Balmaceda down to the lane.
Khalil throwing it up.
A little too much muscle.
Yep. Offensive foul.
So coming up next after this, we'll talk to our player of the game, which I think we're going to talk to Lance Drummond on this. Once again, very quiet in the second half, but he put up an amazing display nonetheless. Once again, anybody could be a candidate for player of the game, but Lance Drummond stands through my mind here today.
Yeah.
101-66. All but official now. And they're going to run the clock out.
Yep. Saints just looking to avoid the turnovers here and just dribble this out so they get an impressive victory.
So the Saints, they win 2 more points in the OCAA West Division, and the Eagles remained winless as this one is in the books. 101-66. It was a good game. And once again, well-deserved victory for the Saints, but once again, they got a whole lot of work to do here.
Oh, yeah.
We'll be back for the player of the game right after you watch this.
Let's face it, finding the right career for me is really tough. How can I know my own strengths and reflect my true self to potential employers? I want a career, not just a job.
How can I discover my true self?
That's the question every job seeker should be asking before they begin their search.
Welcome to Career Streams, the largest private career counseling company in southwestern Ontario.
Through a unique objective testing process, we coach you into discovering aptitudes and skills that reflect your true self.
We listen and guide you along the way so you can realize your true potential. With over 20 years of one-on-one career counseling experience, we're here to help.
Invest in yourself for a brighter future. Contact Career Streams Resources today. Take that first step towards career success.
Windsor started a tradition way back of giving us great barbecue north of the border, and you can taste that tradition when you come to Tommy's Barbecue. Dive into Tommy's rotisserie-style ribs and chicken, along with the crinkle-cut fries, coleslaw, and the original hot and sweet sauces. Plus all those amazing desserts like Black Forest cake and strawberry cheesecake. Taste the tradition and so much more at Tommy's Barbecue, 999 Erie Street East. See you there, Windsor.
Okay, we're back with the player of the game here, Lance Drummond, after a 101-66 victory over the Eagles. Finishing off, flirting with a double-double, 18 points and 7 rebounds to your name. Lance, a very hard first half. You know, a lot of things really went into disarray in the second half, but after that tough loss there last night, what was the game plan going in here?
Our game plan today was just to come out and give our best, you know? Do everything right, execute, 1 rebound and to finish. Just do what we got to do.
And, you know, we've seen Andreas Bravo. He was absent for a number of weeks, and, you know, for him to come back and make a dramatic impact like that in terms of rebounds, it really goes to show how much confidence you could really bring into this St. Clair squad. So what were your thoughts on your teammates here today, and how were you able to help them out along the way?
My thoughts were that everyone just cheered each other on, put good effort, good emotional, like, you know, positivity, so everyone can do good.
That's pretty much all you have to say. But no, as for you, like I said, you flirted with a double-double. This is basically your games. No wonder why you've been OCAA Player of the Week many a mile ago. But when it comes to all this, when you know that there's a couple of new players along the way, how do you expect a good atmosphere like this to come around and, you know, encourage you? Because we've seen during the first half you were motivated and you were fighting for the ball. But for the second half, you know, the coach kept you down there, and, you know, it goes to show how much confidence they have with their team. So what does that say about the squad?
Oh, my squad is the best squad in the OCAA. We don't just need 5 players. We don't just need 7 players. We got a whole team. Everyone else can come out. We got a whole team that can do the exact same thing no matter what.
And, of course, this is a home-and-home series, so good luck the rest of the way there, and all the best to you throughout the rest of the year.
Thank you very much.
All right, there you go. Lance Drummond's 18 points, 7 boards to his name, flirting with a double-double like I said. And as you see, the final score, 101-66. And we thank all of you for watching. So the next game we'll be covering will be volleyball action here on WeTV. That will be in a matter of days, where the Saints will take on the Niagara Knights, and that's where we'll see you. So once again, 101-66 is the score. Until next time, for all the crew here at WeTV, this be Aaron Sanders saying so long from the Rose City.
Thanks, Kyle. Can I spin one of you guys? You guys don't need a spinal stat sheet, do you?